Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another video. Today is a speed workout, and I'm just gonna walk you through what I plan to do for this speed workout, what the goal of the speed workout is, and how you can incorporate speed workouts like this to make yourself faster. Again, my name is Nick Lawrence, two-time Ironman, and right now I'm working to improve my race time to be under sub 12 hours. And these are the workouts that are going to make that happen. So let's dig right into it. First off, I want to start with saying that most of my speed workouts have to happen at nighttime because, I work pretty much all day and I do almost all of my speed workouts on a track. And now that it's fall, those tracks tend to be occupied by high schools, students, sports teams, etc., and don't tend to empty out until I want to say 6:30, 7 p.m. So that severely limits my planning and when I can actually do these. And I'm definitely not one of those early birds who gets to the track at like 4 a.m. to knock one of these workouts in. I don't find running this fast at that time super effective because maybe it's just my body, but I don't tend to warm up that well in the morning, and I'd rather have a better workout than just get it done early. So that's why I tend to leave these for the afternoon. But let's start by digging into what is the actual workout. The workout is a 2-mile warm-up. And forgive me, I'm looking at my phone because this is where I track all of my workouts. 2-mile warm-up at a zone 1 effort. So don't worry about pace here. Just get yourself warm, get yourself loose. I'll tend to, because of the weather, wear a light sweatshirt when I do these warm-ups, just to, thoroughly warm up the body, get the back loose, get the legs loose, get the hips loose. And then after that 2-mile warm-up, I'll stop, stretch, walk around a little bit, maybe take a sip of water. The next stage of the warm-up are striders. So I'll do 400-meter striders, basically every minute on the minute. So if 100 meters of striders, because these aren't full sprint efforts, if 100 meters takes me approximately 20 seconds, then I'll be resting for the remainder 40 seconds, and then, do a strider back to my starting point, rest 40 seconds, back and forth, and then that's the striding warm-up. Now, striders are good for your warm-up before speed sessions because it kind of gives your body a taste of the speed and a taste of the power output that it will be putting out for the workout. It also stretches and lengthens those muscles that you're going to be using for the rest of the workout. So after those 4 striders, 100 meters each, again, stop, stretch. Everybody has their favorite stretching routines and mobilization exercises that they like to do. Just do whatever works for your body here. Now, digging into the main set, once you feel like you've gotten your body back to baseline and you're relaxed again, the main set of this workout will be 8 400-meter efforts at approximately 95 to 99% of your effort. That's a lot, it's a high effort, and that's really the goal here. The goal is to push past what you would normally run on a longer distance run. Now, after each 400-meter set, you're going to be jogging it out or doing a recovery jog for approximately 200 meters. And then, you're going to cycle it like that. So you're going to do 400 meters, 95 to 99%, 200-meter recovery jog, and then do that 8 times. Something to be said here about the level of effort. I personally have a hard time with gauging my 95 to 99% effort because when you're looking at your level of effort over the course of 8 sets, as if you're running, say, 95% effort if you were just blasting a single 400. And so the fact that there's more volume modifies what that level of effort actually means. I struggled with this a lot in my last training cycle because I would just kind of go as hard as possible for that 400 meters, finish out the 400 meters as fast as I can, do my recovery jog, and then aim to beat that time in the next 400 meters. Now, this proved to be a fairly inefficient way of training, to say the least, because it was leading to me just being overstrained, like, constantly. Like, it would take a lot of recovery time for my body to get back to baseline, and that's not really what you want from these speed sessions. You want them to be hard and have an impact, but you don't want them to put you out and put you on the couch for the next, like, 3 or 4 days, especially when your goal is to follow a training plan and to keep moving forward through that training plan. So I'd urge you to really find a level of effort that is sufficiently hard, where you can establish a minimum lap time for that 400 meters. So for me, not being super fast, but working that way, my minimum lap time right now is approximately 90 to 95 seconds. What that translates to is about a 6-minute pace, 6-minute 30 pace. That's my goal. Now, if I can hit that every single time, every single 400, then I'm happy. Some days I might be a little bit slower, more erring on the side of a 6-minute 30-second pace, which I believe is a 98-ish. That's 6:32. 98 seconds per 400. From there to just a straight 90 is like my range right now. But if I'm working on that 90-second range, like, the the toll on my body is significant. So I tend to, just because of my mentality towards my training, with more of a long-term horizon rather than I'd rather continue to grow slowly over the long haul and not break my body down than, like, hit a workout as hard as possible and really, like, make great gains in that single workout. My metrics and my numbers on my watch show that, like, oh great, like, my VO2 max increased, my threshold increased, and I ran faster than ever, but now I can't really train for the next few days. So for me, it's a moot point for me to do that versus having a controlled difficulty that I operate at and grow from there and allow that to just inch a little bit faster over time. So that's the main set, that 8 400 meters. Now, after that 8 400 meters with those recovery jogs in between, you'll probably be hitting, that'll be 3 miles of main set effort. Now, the remainder of the workout is extremely important. It's going to be a cool down to get 7 miles total. Now, I like to approach my cool downs as if they're kind of the same level of effort or same speed as my warm-up set. So in the beginning of my cool down set, which could be on this workout specifically, is probably going to be approximately a 2-mile cool down. I'll be hitting that at about maybe an 11-minute to an 11-minute 30-second pace. And I'm telling you the pace just so you can see the difference in the main set effort and the cool down and warm-up effort. So it's significant, from a 6-minute 30-second pace to an 11-minute 30-second pace. I find that people tend to let their ego get in the way when they're training, especially running, for some reason. I mean, it happens in the gym too, but people think that just because they can run faster, that they should run fast, and that couldn't be further from the truth. Actually, those recovery sets, when you're letting your body relax down into its like base, more relaxed state where your muscles aren't like super tense and tight, that is actively recovering you for your next session. So the fact that I'm doing that 2 miles of cool down is putting me in a better position than, say, if I just stopped the workout right there at mile 5 after finishing my last main set. Sounds counterintuitive because your volume is increased, but since you're doing this at a low volume or a low intensity, you're expanding the amount of time that you're spending in that zone 2 or low aerobic base area, and that's what you want for your training effect. You're also keeping the body warmer for longer, and since you're reducing the impact, you're basically allowing the muscles to relax and rest on their own without completely just stopping and allowing them to tighten up and tense up. Because that tensing and tightening is what is pretty much the reason why you need to be stretching so much when you're doing these training sessions. It's to re-lengthen and re-loosen up the muscles. So if you cool down effectively, you're basically taking away from the amount of time that you need to do this recovery work afterwards. And, that's the whole workout. Looking at how long I've been talking, I did fly through that a little bit. I like the structure of these speed workouts, and you'll see week to week that the main set volume may stay roughly the same, because ideally you're getting faster and you're able to put out more of an effort on these main sets, but you'll also notice that the total mileage for this workout will go from 7 miles to then maybe one day 7.5, 8, and 9. Like in my peak training a few months back, I think the longest speed day was a 9-mile day with these speed intervals added in. So just something to look forward to. I doubt that they'll get much longer than that, otherwise you're technically doing like a long run. But these days are extremely important, and this is really where you're building in that long distance speed that's gonna, lead to you winning like 5Ks, 10Ks, and half marathons, and then even further translate into your longer efforts, like your full Ironman times. By doing this work right now, I'm making all the easy work that I do feel easier, have less of an impact on my heart, and then technically a greater aerobic impact overall on those days. So by training like this, you're not only getting faster, but you're increasing your body's ability to even operate within an aerobic zone, because those easy days are going to feel much easier, especially like on your heart and on your body. And you're, working your way to exactly where you want to be speed-wise. That's all I have to say about this speed workout. Hopefully I can start running soon, because that lag time between getting out there and like waiting for these schools to finish up with the track and starting the run is like the worst for me, because it really stops your day. I can't really do too much while I'm waiting around. Maybe just like film videos like this and read. But on top of the speed workout today, I'm going to eat dinner afterwards, get some good high quality carbs and protein in me. And then I have to work again tonight. Like I just worked all day from like 7:30, 8 a.m. to 5. Just got home not long ago. And then I have a crane pick tonight at the hospital I'm working at. And that'll keep me busy until maybe from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. So wish me luck. I hope if you guys decide to incorporate speed into your workout, you follow or you try to follow a similar structure like this. If you are gonna try to copy me here, I would start with a lower volume, so maybe keep the warm-up the same, 2 miles. reduce the number of sets that you're going to be doing. So instead of 8 sets, maybe you start out trying 4, seeing how your body feels. That'll put you at, you know, 1.5 miles of main set work, and then 1.5 miles cool down to hit 5 miles for the day. So I would do something more along those lines if you're just getting started out with speed work. And remember, speed work, you don't have to be hitting 6-minute miles. Your speed work can be a 7-minute mile, it could be an 8-minute mile. It's really completely personal based on your level of where you are right now. So keep that in mind. If you have questions, I'm happy to answer them. Just leave them in the comments. And otherwise, happy running, have a good day, and see you next time.